Welcome to Fast Break Brief, your quick, no BS update on the latest from around the NBA. If you're a real Hoops fan, hit that like and subscribe so you never miss a buzzer-beater headline.
The National Basketball Association has a rich history of dynasties, from the Boston Celtics in the 1960s to the Golden State Warriors in the 2010s.
However, the league has seen 7 different champions since 2018, the longest stretch of parity in its history.
This shift coincides with new collective bargaining agreement rules designed to promote competitive balance.
National Basketball Association Commissioner Adam Silver believes parity is good for the league, increasing fan engagement across more markets.
The new rules, including restrictive salary cap aprons, force high-spending teams to make difficult decisions.
The Boston Celtics, for example, traded key players to reduce payroll after winning the 2024 title.
The Cleveland Cavaliers lost a key player in free agency due to spending limits.
The Denver Nuggets traded assets and a future draft pick to gain financial flexibility.
These are the types of choices the league intended to encourage with the new rules.
Building a dynasty now requires not only acquiring talent, but also avoiding costly contracts.
Teams must prioritize flexibility and plan for the long term.
The Los Angeles Clippers prioritized flexibility over retaining an aging star, Paul George.
The Philadelphia 76ers, who signed George, faced challenges due to his injury and a large contract.
The new landscape emphasizes depth and a next-man-up mentality.
The New York Knicks built a strong starting five while staying below the second apron.
The Orlando Magic made a bold move to acquire Desmond Bane, aiming to become a championship contender.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, the current champions, are well positioned for continued success.
They have young stars on long-term contracts and a deep roster of affordable players.
The 2025-26 National Basketball Association season will begin with exciting matchups, according to sources.
Fans can look forward to the Houston Rockets facing the Oklahoma City Thunder, the defending champions, on opening night.
Another key matchup will feature the Golden State Warriors taking on the Los Angeles Lakers.
This information was reported by Shams Charania of Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
Both games are scheduled for October 21st and will be broadcast on National Broadcasting Company.
The Christmas Day schedule is also packed with exciting games, according to sources.
The Cleveland Cavaliers will play the New York Knicks on Christmas Day.
The San Antonio Spurs will face the Oklahoma City Thunder in another Christmas Day game.
A rematch of the opening night game will see the Houston Rockets play the Los Angeles Lakers on Christmas.
The Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors will also compete on Christmas Day.
Rounding out the Christmas Day lineup, the Minnesota Timberwolves will take on the Denver Nuggets.
These 5 Christmas Day games will be broadcast on American Broadcasting Company.
This opening night and Christmas schedule promises a thrilling start to the National Basketball Association season.
Fans have much to anticipate with these compelling matchups between top teams.
It will be interesting to see how these teams perform at the beginning of the season.
Be sure to tune in to National Broadcasting Company and American Broadcasting Company to catch all the action.
The Boston Celtics have officially extended Joe Mazzulla's contract for multiple years.
Celtics president Brad Stevens has consistently voiced his support for Mazzulla as the team's long-term coach.
While the specific terms of the deal remain undisclosed, the extension solidifies Mazzulla's position.
Mazzulla expressed gratitude for his family, the Celtics organization, and the players.
At 37 years old, Mazzulla has already led the Celtics to the playoffs in each of his 3 seasons as head coach.
This includes winning the 2024 NBA championship, making him the youngest head coach to achieve this since Bill Russell in the 1968-69 season.
The Celtics have consistently performed well under Mazzulla, winning at least 57 games each season.
They even surpassed 60 victories in the past 2 seasons, demonstrating his coaching prowess.
This is not Mazzulla's first extension, as he received one after the interim tag was removed in February 2023.
Stevens has acknowledged previous extensions, highlighting Mazzulla's understanding of the role and passion for the team.
Stevens praised Mazzulla's leadership, commitment to learning, and ability to maximize each day of competition.
Mazzulla's journey with the Celtics began in 2019 as an assistant coach.
He was appointed interim head coach in 2022 following Ime Udoka's suspension.
This extension marks a significant step in Mazzulla's coaching career and reinforces the Celtics' faith in his leadership.
The team is clearly looking forward to continued success with Mazzulla at the helm.
This move solidifies the Celtics' coaching situation for the foreseeable future.
Malik Beasley is being investigated by the United States District Attorney Office on allegations of gambling involving National Basketball Association games and prop bets.
This investigation has put trade discussions on hold, as reported by Shams Charania.
Court records show that Beasley was evicted from his Detroit apartment on Wednesday.
He was sued twice this year by his landlord for over $21,000 in unpaid rent.
While the first case was dismissed, an eviction order was issued in the second suit for over $7,000.
Beasley did not respond to the second suit, and no attorney is listed for him in the eviction case.
Steve Haney, Beasley's attorney in the federal gambling investigation, stated that he is not representing Beasley in the eviction matter.
Beasley's social media indicates he has been traveling in Europe recently.
This makes Beasley the third National Basketball Association player in 18 months to be investigated by the Eastern District of New York for gambling allegations.
The allegations against Beasley stem from the 2023 to 2024 season, when he played for the Milwaukee Bucks.
It is important to note that he has not been charged with any crime.
Haney emphasized that an investigation is not a charge, and Beasley is presumed innocent under the United States Constitution.
Beasley was reportedly in discussions with the Detroit Pistons for a 3-year, $42 million deal after a resurgent season.
However, these discussions have been paused due to the ongoing investigation.
Beasley has earned almost $60 million during his 9-year National Basketball Association career.
He is also being sued by his former marketing agency, Hazan Sports Management, for allegedly struggling to repay a $650,000 advance.
National Basketball Association Most Valuable Player Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was given the key to the city of Hamilton.
Hamilton Mayor Andrea Horwath presented the key at a public rally on Thursday.
The event took place at Hamilton Stadium.
Mayor Horwath also revealed a street will be named after Gilgeous-Alexander.
This honor comes after he led the Oklahoma City Thunder to the National Basketball Association title.
Gilgeous-Alexander addressed a large crowd at the stadium.
He spoke about his pride in representing Hamilton throughout his travels.
He emphasized the unique grit and determination of Hamiltonians.
Gilgeous-Alexander stated he carries the city's spirit with him.
He expressed overwhelming joy at receiving the key to the city.
He was also honored to have a street named after him.
Gilgeous-Alexander returned to the stadium later that evening.
He was recognized during the second quarter of a Canadian Football League game.
The game was between the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the British Columbia Lions.
The ceremony highlighted Gilgeous-Alexander's successful season and impact on his hometown.
It was a significant moment for both the athlete and the city of Hamilton.
Jason Tatum, the Celtics star, was seen at the New England Patriots training camp.
He was observed without a walking boot or brace, which is a positive sign in his recovery.
Tatum underwent surgery in May to repair a ruptured right Achilles tendon.
This injury occurred during the Eastern Conference semifinal loss against the New York Knicks.
The injury is expected to sideline him for most, if not all, of the upcoming National Basketball Association season.
During his appearance at the Patriots camp, Tatum interacted with players and Washington quarterback Jaden Daniels.
He has also been seen working out in the weight room at the Celtics practice facility.
Celtics president of basketball operations, Brad Stevens, stated that Tatum is progressing well after surgery.
Stevens emphasized that the team will not rush Tatum's recovery process.
Tatum was spotted at the Patriots' joint training camp practice with the Washington Commanders.
He was present at the practice on Wednesday.
This sighting offers encouragement for Celtics fans regarding Tatum's recovery.
The team and fans alike are eager for his return to the court.
Seeing him without a boot suggests he is making positive strides in his rehabilitation.
This is a significant step towards his eventual return to professional basketball.
However, the Celtics remain cautious and prioritize his long-term health.
A former Miami Heat security officer appeared in federal court on Tuesday, accused of selling millions of dollars worth of stolen memorabilia.
62-year-old Marcos Thomas Perez of Miami is charged with transporting and transferring stolen goods in interstate commerce.
Law enforcement executed a search warrant at Perez's residence on April 3 and seized approximately 300 stolen game-worn jerseys and other valuable memorabilia.
The Miami Heat confirmed that the items had been stolen from their facility.
The charging document states that Perez sold the items to online brokers over a 3-year period.
Authorities say Perez sold more than 100 stolen items for approximately $2 million, shipping them across state lines, often at bargain prices.
One such item was a Miami Heat jersey worn by LeBron James during the National Basketball Association Finals, which Perez allegedly sold for approximately $100,000.
That same jersey later sold at a Sotheby's auction for $3.7 million.
Perez, a 25-year retired veteran of the Miami Police Department, worked for the Heat from 2016 to 2021.
He also worked as a National Basketball Association security employee from 2022 to 2025.
As part of the game day security detail at the Casilla Center, he was among the few employees with access to a security equipment room.
This room stored memorabilia that the organization intended to display in a future team museum.
Documents indicate that Perez accessed the equipment room to steal, in all, more than 400 game-worn jerseys and other items.
This case highlights the potential for theft, even within seemingly secure environments.
The investigation continues as authorities work to understand the full extent of the operation.
The outcome of this case will have implications for security protocols in professional sports organizations.
The Chicago Bulls are bringing back their classic red pinstripe uniforms for the 2025-26 season.
These iconic black uniforms with red pinstripes first appeared during the Michael Jordan era.
This marks the third statement edition uniform in the Bulls franchise history.
Michael Jordan and the Bulls initially wore these uniforms during their historic 72-10 season in 1995-96.
The team also wore them during the 1996-97, 2007-08, and 2012-13 seasons.
This design has not been seen on the court since 2013.
Previous black uniforms either lacked pinstripes or featured embossed gray ones.
Hall of Famer Dennis Rodman helped unveil the new Statement Edition uniform.
Rodman considers this uniform design to be his favorite.
He played a key role in the Bulls winning back-to-back championships while wearing these uniforms.
Rodman described the jerseys as legendary and relevant for a new generation.
The Bulls will wear these uniforms for select Statement Edition games in the upcoming season.
Despite not being used since 2013, the design is still influential.
The Chicago White Sox even used it as inspiration for their 2025 City Connect uniform.
It appears the Bulls hope this nostalgic return can generate excitement for the upcoming season.
Fans will surely be eager to see their team back in these classic threads.
Cooper Flagg is a highly touted prospect, considered by some to be the most promising American player since LeBron James.
His selection by the Dallas Mavericks as the #1 pick adds intrigue as he joins a team aiming to win now.
Flagg is in the unusual position of potentially contributing to a winning team as a rookie.
The Mavericks general manager, Nico Harrison, acknowledged Flagg as both the present and future of the franchise.
Experts are curious to see how Flagg will perform alongside established veterans like Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving.
One key question is how quickly Kyrie Irving can return from his torn ACL and regain his All-Star form.
The panel predicts the Mavericks have a high probability of reaching the play-in tournament.
There is a small chance they will secure home court advantage in the playoffs.
Most panelists believe the Mavericks will win 2 or fewer playoff series with the current core.
A smaller percentage predict they could win 4 or more series.
Irving and Davis are both over 30 years old, raising questions about their long-term impact.
Flagg, despite his talent, is still a rookie and likely to experience some growing pains.
The panel predicts Flagg is unlikely to be an all-star in his rookie season.
However, they believe he has a strong chance of becoming an all-star by his second or third year.
The panel predicts it is unlikely Flagg will win an MVP award soon, facing competition from other American stars.
However, they acknowledge his potential to win multiple MVP awards over his career.
Historically, only a quarter of #1 picks have won NBA titles.
However, Flagg benefits from playing alongside experienced champions like Davis and Irving.
National Basketball Association free agency is underway, with teams making moves for the 2025 to 2026 season.
Among the notable signings are Miles Turner to the Milwaukee Bucks, extensions for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jaren Jackson Jr., and James Harden and LeBron James staying with their respective teams.
The Boston Celtics signed forward Chris Boucher to a reported 1-year minimum deal.
This move allows the Celtics to save money on salary and luxury taxes.
Boucher is considered a potential upgrade over Georges Niang, whom he is essentially replacing.
Boucher is an efficient player, shooting 36% on three-pointers and 63% on two-pointers last season.
He is also capable of defending on the wing.
The San Antonio Spurs signed guard De'Aaron Fox to a 4-year, $229 million maximum extension.
Fox's future with the Spurs is uncertain due to the drafting of point guard Dylan Harper.
Both Fox and Harper are left-handed and have questionable outside shooting, raising concerns about their fit together.
Extending Fox was likely preferable to trading him on an expiring contract.
However, his skill set may not age well, and his contract could become a burden in the future.
Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers agreed to a 3-year, $165 million extension.
This extension allows Doncic to recoup some of the money he lost in the trade from the Dallas Mavericks.
The Lakers reportedly used Doncic's potential departure to keep their first-round draft picks in the trade.
Mikal Bridges signed a 4-year, $150 million contract extension with the New York Knicks.
It is debatable whether Bridges would have received a similar offer in free agency.
His performance has not been consistently difference-making, raising questions about his long-term value.
Damian Lillard is back in Portland after a tumultuous 2 years away from the Trailblazers.
His return was celebrated by fans, especially the children at his annual basketball camp.
Lillard signed a 3-year deal, marking a happy reunion with the team and city he calls home.
The campers, many wearing Lillard jerseys, were thrilled to have their hometown star back.
Lillard admitted he did not expect his return to happen so soon.
The team documented his return to the locker room, where he was visibly overjoyed.
A source confirmed that Lillard never truly wanted to leave Portland.
His desire to spend more time with his children also played a role in his decision.
Lillard's reintroduction ceremony was filled with sentimental reflections.
Both Lillard and general manager Joe Cronin expressed that it never felt right for him to be elsewhere.
Sources say Lillard always planned to finish his career with the Blazers.
Despite a torn Achilles, he is determined to help the team build a winning culture.
However, he will be 36 years old by the time he can rejoin the team on the court.
Lillard's return is a heartwarming story, but questions remain about his future performance.
In 2023, Lillard requested a trade, wanting to join the Miami Heat.
The Blazers had missed the playoffs for 2 consecutive seasons, and Lillard sought a more competitive roster.
He eventually ended up being traded to Milwaukee.
Lillard and Cronin admitted that miscommunication contributed to the initial trade.
Steps toward a reunion began just a few months later.
Lillard received a warm welcome when he returned to Portland as a visiting player.
While he made the All-Star team in Milwaukee, his chemistry with Giannis Antetokounmpo was not immediate.
In his second season, they became a high-scoring duo, but injuries derailed the season.
Luka Doncic recently signed a lucrative contract extension with the Los Angeles Lakers.
This move signals a new era for the Lakers, following LeBron James' arrival in 2018.
Doncic aims to build upon the Lakers' storied legacy of 17 championships.
At 26, Doncic expressed his desire to contend immediately to Lakers management.
The NBA has seen a high degree of parity in recent years, with 7 different champions in as many seasons.
The Lakers, backed by substantial financial resources, hope to break this trend with Doncic.
Doncic thrives with rim-running centers and knockdown shooters.
Data shows his success with players like Dereck Lively II in pick-and-roll situations.
The Lakers currently lack a wealth of consistent three-point shooters on their roster.
Finding shooters might be easier than acquiring high-quality big men.
DeAndre Ayton is a decent short-term fit at center but may not be ideal long-term.
The long-term center position remains a question mark for the Lakers.
Doncic has a history of success playing alongside other ball-dominant guards.
His partnerships with Kyrie Irving and Jalen Brunson demonstrate this adaptability.
Austin Reeves' future with the Lakers is another key storyline.
His upcoming free agency could cost the Lakers a significant amount.
Reeves' performance in the upcoming playoffs will be crucial for his future.
Building a successful team around Doncic requires a specific type of player.
3 and D wings are essential, but they are highly sought after across the league.
The Lakers have multiple free agents next summer, providing potential flexibility.
The Lakers have a 3-stage approach to roster construction: now, next offseason, and 2027.
They are currently operating under a hard cap due to previous signings.
3 years ago, Oklahoma City had 1 All-Star and 2 recent draft picks, showing promise but not championship potential.
This past season, they became the second youngest NBA championship team, reminding us that teams have different goals.
While parity exists in the NBA, only a few teams are true championship contenders each year.
Teams might focus on developing young talent, like the Thunder previously, or balancing multiple timelines.
Considering rosters, salary caps, and draft picks, we have categorized teams into 8 tiers for the 2025-26 season.
The Denver Nuggets, Milwaukee Bucks, and Minnesota Timberwolves are all in on winning a championship now.
Denver's urgency stems from Nikola Jokic's potential free agency in 2 years and traded future draft capital.
Milwaukee has consistently made moves to keep Giannis Antetokounmpo happy, including acquiring and later waiving Damian Lillard.
Minnesota, with a young Anthony Edwards, has traded draft capital and faces salary cap constraints.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, Houston Rockets, New York Knicks, Oklahoma City Thunder, and Orlando Magic are focused on an extended championship window.
The Cavaliers have a young core but face expensive extensions pushing them into the second salary cap apron.
Houston, after acquiring Kevin Durant, hopes to emulate Oklahoma City's success with young stars and future picks.
The Knicks have locked in key players to long-term contracts, aiming for a long run of contention.
Oklahoma City, with a surplus of draft picks and extended contracts for key players, is in a unique position.
Orlando's question is whether adding Desmond Bane elevates them to true contenders despite a rising payroll.
Several teams, including the Atlanta Hawks, Detroit Pistons, Memphis Grizzlies, Portland Trail Blazers, and San Antonio Spurs, are building around young cores.
Thanks for catching Fast Break Brief. Hit follow, stay locked in, and we'll see you next time with more NBA fire in 5 minutes or less. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to NBA Fast Break. Catch you on the next play.